If I had to go through my C-section recovery all over again, knowing everything I know now after 2 surgeries, there are 8 things I would do completely differently. The first time, I was completely unprepared. I thought recovery would be easy. I'd seen women walk out of the hospital looking fine, but once I got home, reality hit. The pain, the exhaustion, the struggle to even sit up, it was really hard. This second time around, I did things completely differently, and the difference was huge. So, in this video, I'm sharing the exact things that helped me heal faster, that helped me feel more in control, and helped me enjoy the very first 2 weeks with my baby, even if I didn't have help. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you the one mistake that slowed down my recovery the first time, so you do not repeat it. Hi there, my name is Faith. I'm a mom of 2 and I've had 2 C-sections. So let's head straight into the video. The first thing I'll do is to prepare meals beforehand. That's one thing I did differently this time around, and trust me, you'll thank yourself later. I knew that I wasn't going to have help, so I needed to do something. If you're saying to yourself you'll cook after surgery, let me tell you, you're going to be sore, you're going to be nursing and running on no sleep. The last thing you want is to chop onions or stand by the stove. Honestly, that is one thing you really want to avoid. Having a freezer full of ready meals feels like a blessing. In fact, it's a blessing. So keep it simple. Make soups, stews, rice, anything you can heat in minutes. I portioned mine into little containers so I could just grab them, warm them, and eat one-handed while holding my baby, or my husband could actually do the same thing for himself while holding the baby. It's one of those quiet acts of self-care that saves you from breakdowns. Honestly, you may want to actually do this. It's going to save you from a lot of breakdowns much later. The second thing that I did differently was to set up a sidecar crib. Now, a sidecar crib changed everything for me. After surgery, sitting down felt like a workout. It was so hard. Every twist, every reach, you feel everything. In fact, lying down was so difficult. Now, with a crib right beside my bed, I could just roll slightly, pat baby, or feed without straining. It gave me peace of mind too. Baby was close and safe, and I wasn't fighting pain just to pick her up or getting up from my bed to go over to her crib, pick her, feed her, and then put her back. That's a lot of work. So if you're preparing for delivery, set this up ahead of time. It's one of those small little details that makes a big difference when you are in recovery. The third thing will be to keep a nappy bag on the go. I know this one sounds funny, but I swear by it. Have a nappy bag packed and ready all the time, even at home. The very first week, I found myself walking back and forth for diapers, pacifiers, burp cloths, wipes, like every 5 minutes. After surgery, those extra steps, they actually really hurt. Moving hurts, and you don't want to move just anyhow and all the time. Now, I just kept a diaper bag ready with all the essentials that I needed, even for staying indoors, especially for staying indoors. When you move to another room, you grab it and go. When I'm going to the living room, I just grab it. It saves your energy for actually what matters: resting and bonding with your baby. I have essentials like nappies, vitamins, balms, and everything that I need. I have nappies for my 2-year-old and I have nappy for my baby. So those are the things that I put into the bag, which made things pretty easy. The fourth one is to use underwear pads and also use my peri bottle. I usually see people say you don't need it, but honestly, peri bottles are something that you would most definitely need, especially when you're trying to wee, when you feel like burning sensation from the catheter or something. This works both for a vaginal birth and for a C-section. Also, using underwear pads, like pads are something we do not talk about enough. Regular ones don't cut it, especially after a C-section. In fact, after every or any delivery, regular pads do not cut it. I personally use the always disposable underwear pads. Now, you can use any one of your choice, but these were a game changer for me. It's so secure, it goes over your incision, it doesn't leak. It actually feels really comfortable, like wearing your regular underwear. It doesn't have this tugging feeling, discomfort, or the sound from the regular pads. Like, it was just peace of mind. I wore them throughout my postpartum period, and honestly, it's one of the best things. I still use them now for regular periods. Next thing I would say to do is to baby wear, either the front or the back. There were days my baby didn't want to be put down, and honestly, I didn't blame her. And for the fact that I had to do things at home while my husband was at work, baby wearing saved me. During the first weeks when she was really little, I used the soft wrap for the front carrying to just keep her close while I was able to move gently or rock her to sleep. Now, when I healed more, I switched more to back carrying. I'm a Nigerian woman, so we know how to back our babies at the back, like put the babies at the back. It took pressure off my incision and gave me both hands free. So it's basically bonding and practicality in one. Just make sure that your wrap or your carrier is comfortable and very supportive, especially around your abdomen. Whether you're a C-section mom or a vaginal birth mom, you want to make sure that you're really comfortable around that area. The sixth thing I would do, or I did differently, is belly binding. This one is actually personal. I know a lot of people do not love belly binders, but for me, it's made a huge difference. After my first surgery, after having my first baby, I felt like my insides were shifting every time. The drive back home, it was like everything was just everywhere until I found out about this belly binder thing. It gave me that gentle support. It's not tight, just snug. It helps with my posture. It helped me with walking, even lying down and sleeping. It just eased all that tugging feeling. Please don't use it to snatch your waist because it's not going to work. Just use it for comfort and for stability. That's exactly what it's meant for. I started binding my belly immediately after being discharged when I got home because I needed it to help me with my movements. I needed it to help me with lying down, just doing things. I felt so uncomfortable without the belly binder. So that's one thing that is going to actually change a lot of things for you. The seventh one has to be using this nipple balm, the lanolin nipple balm and nipple shield. Honestly, breastfeeding is a lot. When I had my first baby, I didn't know what breastfeeding was all about. You actually learn on the job. If you think you're going to just figure it out, honestly, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're not going to figure it out before, you're going to figure it out during, and it can be so painful. Now, it's tough, you're recovering, your back aches and your nipples are sore. Those first few days where baby is learning how to latch, you're learning how to latch your baby, the nipple balm is going to be your best friend. It soothed the soreness and helped me keep going because there were times I really wanted to give up. I remember telling my mom after the first baby that I was done breastfeeding. This was like after 3 weeks of breastfeeding. But then when I found out about this nipple balm, it changed everything for me. And when I had cracks or pain on the nipple shield was my backup. It was like this silverette nipple cup, I think that's what it's called. It gave me like a break without interrupting feeding. It's this silverette thing, I think that's what it's called. If you plan to breastfeed, please have both ready. You thank yourself at 3 a.m. when your baby is hungry and you're too tired to cry through the pain. This is actually going to help you. The eighth thing I would say is to actually give yourself time to heal. The last thing I did differently is to give myself time to heal. In as much as it was just myself and my husband, I didn't want to rush back. The first time I kept rushing to get back to normal. But honestly, your body just went through a major surgery and you just gave life. You cannot rush that. Healing doesn't mean doing everything. It means doing what matters. Rest when you can, ask for help, and remind yourself that slow progress is still progress. Take it easy, whether you had a vaginal birth or a C-section, please take it easy, okay? Be very gentle with yourself. Now, on to the one mistake that I made. The one mistake I made was staying indoors. It may sound really crazy, but the truth is, staying indoors actually did hurt me more than it did help me. I thought that staying indoors would help me heal better, would help me heal faster, but that was a huge mistake. When you have a baby, there's a whole lot going through your body, hormones, emotions, everything is just out of the ordinary. You actually need to go outside. This is one thing I'll tell you. Please, mama, go outside, take some fresh air and do things that you love. Be gentle with yourself. Don't rush, because I actually made another mistake of rushing to just go back into the way I normally do things, because I felt like I was strong. I had to clean, lift, bend, pretending I was fine. It delayed my healing and made me feel worse. So these two things are the mistakes that I would say do not make, because I made them. So you don't have anything to prove. Don't make the same mistakes like I did. Let your body recover the way that it needs to recover. So these are the 8 things I do differently after a C-section. They made my second recovery calmer, easier, and less painful. And I honestly do hope that they do the same for you. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with another C-section mama who may need these tips. You are doing amazing, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. Mama, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.